Welcome to today's best career. I'll provide a simple overview to who we are, what we do, and why we are today's best career. We are a results-oriented organization with a high-performance coaching model that is exclusive to our team. When picking a career, we know you want the best. Again, I'd like to welcome you. My name is John Hoffman. I'm the National Marketing Director, and my wife is Dr. Darcy Hoffman, our business strategist. You've been contacted by one of our sales recruiters, and we respect the importance of your due diligence in making a career move. Today, I think you'll see there's no question as to our success or why we've had the success we have, or if there's a huge need for the services that we offer in the North American marketplace. The key question might be, is there a potential fit for someone like yourself? We've grown from $100 million in sales to just shy of $500 million in a fairly short time. We are positioned in front of two of the largest emerging growth markets in business, and we expect to top $1 billion in sales in the next 5 to 7 years. Someone in your marketplace will profit. Could it be you? Our career opportunity offers a product people want to buy, flexibility, freedom, and fun, the ability to work around the skill set of individuals like yourself. Whether it's the business channel or whether it's the consumer side, we can complement that skill set of individuals all across North America. Timing is the business, what location is to real estate, and we couldn't be positioned any better than we are today. An ability to earn what you're worth, and exponential income versus linear income, which we'll spend more time talking about. So let's talk about linear income for just a minute. There's an old saying that profits are better than wages. Many people today simply trade time for money. You work an hour, or you work a week, or you make a sale. You get paid a wage. You might get paid a salary, or you might get paid a commission, but you start again tomorrow. So for many people, to increase their income, they've got to increase their time at work. More time at work might mean more income, but what does it also mean? The trade-off of less time with family, less time enjoying your hobbies, enjoying the fruits of maybe that labor. So let's take a look at the U.S. Census Bureau and really see if that plan we've been sold produces, really a good reality, or you can see here this reality. The mean or medium household income of the top 5%. So look at this. If you take a look at what is flatline, that red line below, that middle quintile of 54,000 for the last 40 years is basically flatline. There's where the majority of our country sits today, and over the last 40 years have seen very little growth. So the plan we've been sold has produced this type of a reality. So let's kind of move into just another concept that many people today aren't that familiar with, and that's exponential growth. The ability to work maybe a little smarter instead of harder. The ability to create a six-figure lifestyle, not just a six-figure income. And that's something we'll talk about in our compensation strategy with individuals like yourself who may be looking to build a financial wall around their family. So the blue line simply represents what we spoke of a minute ago, where you work an hour to make a wage, or a week to make a salary, or maybe make a sale, to get paid a commission. And that blue line is what that represents. You're paid one time. Well, what if you could create the opportunity, or what if you had an opportunity where you made the sale, but represented that green line where you were paid month after month, year after year on your book of business? And that's something we'll be talking about with the opportunity with us. See, here, you can get paid on the same sale over and over and over, month after month, year after year, for as long as that membership stays on the books. So here you can work to make the sale. You get paid an awfully aggressive commission, plus the residuals of month after month, year after year. So do you want linear, or do you want exponential income? Think about this. Did you build a book of business at your last job? And are you still getting paid for those customers today? If not, who is? When I got downsized in the oil industry, the business I brought to the company stayed. I started over. And you can think about individuals, that maybe have done things like that. People in office supplies, people in real estate, pharmaceutical sales, people in the medical arena, people in advertising. A good friend of mine just got laid off with a major pharmaceutical company after giving 25 years of his life to that company. only to find out he starts over and all the business he brought to that company stays with the company. So isn't it time to get paid on the lifetime of every customer you sell and you serve? So here's just another thought from a linear perspective versus exponential income. Career choices by the hour, by the week, by the sale. Okay, immediate income if we just look at by the hour. All right, so again, you're trading time for money. Is there residual income? No. So what if you build a book of business? Well, there's none across the board in the traditional mindset of what most people have been sold. Well, with our company, you not only get paid by the sale, that commission, but you now have residual income. All right, this example is based on simply protecting 33 families a month with a retention rate of 76%. Very easy to do. So your residual income, yes. So your book of business, your first year, you have $18,000 in residual income that is paid on top of the business you were initially paid on when you brought it to the table. All right? And you're paid on that month after month, year after year. As that business increases 5 years later, $90,000 a year, $180,000 a year in this example, and we'll spend more time talking about that in a minute. So is building this book of business possible? And I just say, let's look at the timing. I mentioned we went from 100 million to just shy of $500 million, but look at what the early pioneers were able to do in the beginning of the life, auto, and health insurance industries before they achieved billions in market share. See, those three major divisions of the insurance industry have all achieved billions, and you can profit in the next billion-dollar division. That's us. With legal and identity theft services, we are pioneering that industry. We today still have less than 3% market penetration, but you're going to see in a few minutes it's a product people want, a product people need, and a product people can afford, and we're really the only game in town. When I first researched our service providers, I got excited about a product that I felt would benefit our family, and not only would it benefit ours, but I knew it would benefit others. And in realizing that 90% of the market was priced out of the legal services industry, I knew that we had an opportunity. So the first time in my career, not only could I represent a product or service that didn't really have any competition, but at the same time, I knew I had leverage by being able to go to the marketplace and do some phenomenal things. So who's a fit? Who's a fit for our team? Well, entrepreneurial-minded people, people with credibility and contacts, misplaced achievers, unhappy, successful, servant leaders. Let me give a couple of thoughts to this. Labor gives birth to ideas. So let's have those ideas benefit you versus being taken by the employer. Entrepreneurial-minded people, you have ideas. You're an idea person. You've got marketing thoughts. You've got sales strategies. But yet you've been shut down, or maybe you've been moved from department to department, or maybe your ideas are so good that they've been incorporated into the company's philosophy or the company's practices to really no benefit to you. So what about credibility and contacts? Here's people who are relational, strong credibility. They've got character. They like people. They're people. And sometimes the biggest benefactor is the company with individuals like that or the corporation that you work for. Misplaced achievers. I was a misplaced achiever. I was in the oil industry. I did pretty well, but I really wasn't in the right place. I've got two friends of mine who were in retail management. Both of them today, after 3 years with the company, have earned over 7 figures with the company and have a strong 6-figure residual income. They were very good at what they did. As a matter of fact, they were phenomenal at what they did in retail sales, but they were going to be capped at $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year. Here they have a chance to get paid in direct proportion to the value they bring to the marketplace. Unhappy, successful. You are successful, but you're not happy. Maybe you're overworked. Maybe it's the work environment, or you have very little time to enjoy the different things that you like to enjoy, whether it's family, whether it's hobbies, different aspects of life. What about a servant leader? We've got a young lady on our team. We've got many as an example, but this one was history, and she loved what she did, and she made about $30,000 a year. And she just felt that she had more of a calling outside of the four walls of the church and had seen how this service had worked for her family for 17 years, came on board with the company, and continued to carry that passion, that purpose, the attention to being mission-oriented versus commission-oriented. She knew what the product could do. So she wasn't concerned with, any of the small market dynamics. She just simply went to work. Her first year, $65,000 in income. Her second year, just shy of $200,000 in income, with a residual component all tied to that. And just exciting. So there's a few examples from that perspective. All right, our career advantage. We have an exclusivity. One of our service providers, Kroll Advisory Solutions, is the global leader in identity theft services, and we have exclusive rights to sell that service. We offer the only identity theft solution that gives people access to 6,900 top-rated attorneys in North America. Why? Because identity theft is a legal issue. No other company offers or has that differentiator. Our companies, both are global giants. Both service providers have 40-year track records. These are not startup companies. We're constantly being featured by the who's who of business and financial journals, not only because of the service we offer, but because of the financial strength and track record we have. We're estimated to grow from $500 million to over $1 billion in the next 5+ years, and the timing certainly, couldn't be better. Again, continuing in that career advantage, media-driven. The media is constantly driving basically all of the news in respect to the awareness and demand that is out there for our services. Our services are relevant, beneficial, and affordable to the mass market. Very, very important. When you can sell to the masses, you eat with the classes. I've never represented a product, good, or service that has this kind of potential from a market perspective. Part-time or full-time, the B2C or B2B markets, our goal, our interest, and it's really win-win, is business plan around the strengths and interests of the people we choose to work with. Your dreams, your desires, your strengths, your interests. For some, it's part-time. For the majority, it's a career because of the timeliness of what we have and the opportunity in the marketplace. The presentation is simple. It's valuable. It's very attractive. Anyone from entry level to experienced reps, agents, brokers, or entrepreneurs can do this, and virtually no competition. And as you're listening here, maybe taking notes, one of the most important things we can talk about is with this opportunity with us, you own your book of business for the life of the customer, not the life of the job. That's what's going to speak to residual income, and that's what's going to speak to exponential growth, as well as building a six-figure lifestyle, not just a six-figure income. So the need for Legal Shield in North America. Do people actually need the services we sell? Think about this. You don't have to worry about high hourly costs. Today, the majority of folks are priced out of the legal system. Why? Well, at $200 to $400 an hour, most people can only get as much justice as they can afford. All we've done is taken a privilege that was once only afforded by the wealthy, and now we make those legal services, the legal profession, affordable to the working middle class. For one flat monthly fee, our members can access legal advice no matter how traumatic or trivial the issue might be. So the ability to live worry-free every day under the protection of Legal Shield, families across North America can live life on their terms and not someone else's. The idea of equal justice under law sounds good, but it isn't a reality until our company came along. So today, we can impact 90% of North America, that working middle class who before didn't have access, but today, because of people like you and I, now can have access. So take a look at statistics from this research study that was conducted by Decision Analysts, the legal needs of American families. In this study, 93% believe lawyers charge too much. 76% were hesitant to call an attorney. The majority of people didn't know who to call, and 90% would seek legal advice if it were more affordable. As this market study continues, 90% of folks in this study do not have any form of legal insurance or legal protection service. 66% have never heard of any such plans or services, and 60% would be interested in purchasing, legal protection. So our value proposition is really quite simple. Imagine getting top-rated identity theft and legal advice on any matter without worrying about those high hourly costs. You can not only protect your family, save time and money, but enjoy peace of mind. So think about this. Have you ever needed a will or needed to have a will prepared or updated, ever signed a contract, been treated unfairly, been overcharged for repair? Those are just 4 simple questions in that box. And while you're answering yes to that, think about the marketplace, whether you're in front of 5 people you know, or maybe you're looking at an enrollment for an employer and their employees, or maybe you're talking at an identity theft seminar in front of 400 people at a Chamber of Commerce event. Whatever it might be, isn't the response exactly the same? Yes, yes, yes. Hopefully that starts to give you an idea as to the size of the marketplace or the need that we have. I'm going to give a quick snapshot of our services, that value proposition. Again, it's second to none, and it's at a price point that does serve the masses. Our legal plan, fairly simple to understand, has all of this coverage here that you can see on the screen. In a simple sense, what do? Well, we take families like yours and put you under the protection of 6,900 attorneys in the United States. And our purpose is really twofold. We want to ensure you legal protection and legal consultation in every area of your life, personally, professionally, financially, and we do that for a small monthly fee. I think most of us would agree that we all make important decisions every year, personally, professionally, financially. Could those decisions be made easier if we could pick up the phone and call the top-rated law firms just to find out, hey, am I right or wrong in my thinking? And under our first area of coverage, preventive law, that's one of the things we offer, unlimited phone consultation. The ability for our members to pick up the phone during normal business hours, call their law firm, and they can talk with their attorney, unlimited in scope for the life of the membership. Our law firms will also write letters or make phone calls on their behalf if they're ever treated unfairly. They'll review your contracts and documents, unlimited in scope. Think about it. Most people or most wealthy people today, if they're asked to sign a contract, say what? Nope, let my attorney review it first. A, it makes business sense, and B, since attorneys write contracts on the other party's best interest, why not attorney review it? That's all we're offering here, is that same opportunity the wealthy have. The ability to have a comprehensive will put together. In my travels across North America, 9 out of 10 people today don't have a will. Is it important to protect the ones we love? Sure it is. Well, Lord forbid anything happen to us, but should a death occur and we don't have a will in place, the state we live in is going to take about 50% of our assets. So we're going to provide that comprehensive will for every one of our members the moment they come on board at no additional cost. We'll include a durable power of attorney, a medical directive, and a living will. With that, and every year at their request, make the necessary updates. Right there's $1,500 in value for a fairly simple will. You can see other services through here, access to legal forms online, motor vehicle services. If anybody in the family gets a moving traffic violation, they can fax or mail their ticket to the law firm, and an attorney goes to court on their behalf. Trial defense services. We'll provide protection, we'll provide representation should any of our members have a civil suit brought against them. They won't have to come out of pocket to fight it. The moment they come on board, they have a whole host of hours built in to their legal bank account. Family services, uncontested divorce, separation, annulment, adoption, name change, the residential loan closing docs, IRS audit services. If any of our members are audited by the IRS, we will provide a tax attorney to represent them in that audit hearing. We have 24/7 emergency access, something the wealthy don't even have. Every one of our members, you'll see in a minute, has an app on their phone that simply says if there's an emergency, and it's after 5 in the evening or before 9 in the morning, if it's on Christmas, if it's on New Year's, if it's on Thanksgiving, if it's on Easter, you can call your law firm and you can speak with your attorney in the event that you might have an emergency. And we even have our 25% preferred member discount. All we said here to our members is even if you have pre-existing conditions, we'll give you access to an AV-rated law firm. That's the highest rating a law firm can have for anything that might even be pre-existing at 25% discount off of that law firm's hourly rate. We paid $150 million for our attorneys last year. Our attorneys have 19 years average experience in their area of practice or profession, and they have an average of 13 years where they've contracted with our company. So let's transition into identity theft. Our identity theft plan is pretty special. We are the only service that protects you from all 6 areas of identity theft: driver's license, social security, medical, character, criminal, minors, and financial. This becomes an aha moment for most folks because only 17% of identity theft is financial. The other 83% falls under those other categories. why? Why are the identity thieves so interested in those other areas? Well, they can obtain medical care. They can apply for loans. They can change our medical file. They can buy prescription drugs. They can get a tax refund. They can get a job, and the IRS comes after you and I for taxes. They can open up cell phone accounts. The list goes on and on and on. What separates us from the majority of companies out there, and why we're the number one solution, or why we're able to build a complete wall of security around people's lives, is we not only have 24/7 consultation, but we have privacy and security monitoring, 24/7 monitoring of all of an individual's pertinent information. We monitor what matters. And the big differentiator is the restoration. We have 2,200 licensed fraud investigators. Should any one of our members become a victim of identity theft, one of those investigators is assigned to that member and goes to work on their behalf until their identity is completely restored. Unlike the other companies who are going to call you and say you're a victim and then you're on your own, our investigators go to work on our members' behalf. They'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes until their records are completely cleared. So pretty exciting. And as I mentioned earlier, we're the only company that has the legal component tied to it. So both those services are $19.95 a month. They're umbrella plans for the entire family. These services that I just spoke of are available with the benefits not only in the state you live in, but throughout the United States. So you have comprehensive coverage throughout the United States. If you receive a moving traffic violation in Orlando, Florida, but you live in Knoxville, Tennessee, well, guess what? Your law firm will take care of that for you by having you send a ticket to your Tennessee law firm, and then they refer you to your Florida law firm, and that Florida attorney goes to court on your behalf, just as an example right there. So let's go ahead and transition into some of the other niche markets that we serve. I love what we're doing on the business solution side, as well as what we're doing on the consumer side, again, giving us the ability to complement individuals that might have an interest in both divisions or maybe want to specialize in one or the other. Why do companies want our benefit? We are the most requested voluntary benefit in North America, legal and identity theft. The reason it's such a win-win relationship for decision makers or VP of benefits or HR directors is we can enhance their bottom line immediately, and we can do this at no cost to the company. Decreased absenteeism, increased productivity, lower health insurance costs at no cost to the company. Why? Because we're a big stress reliever. We help get stress out of that workplace. 57 million full-time working Americans have experienced at least one significant legal event in the past 12 months. 40% of those folks did not seek legal help or advice for their problems. Our small business plan, another area I get excited about. Free enterprise is the backbone of the American dream. Here's a few small business facts, again, by the legal needs of small businesses conducted by decision analysts. 60% of small businesses have experienced significant legal events in the past 2 years. I think most of you on the phone listening in or would agree that as a business owner today, you don't have the resources or capital to hire a full-service law firm. Most business owners, he or she is everything to their company. They're the marketing, they're the hiring, they're the firing, they're the IT, they're the web development, they're the management, they're the collections, they're the receivables. Well, we can come around that business owner and give them access to a full-service law firm, not at $300, $400, $500 an hour, but you'll see for less than a cup of coffee a day, they can have access. What business owners on average will spend on legal expenses per year? About $7,600. Owners with recent legal events didn't hire an attorney because of, again, the high costs. So a few hours in a traditional model or a year of benefits with us. Our model for a business owner with 50 employees or less will pay $89 a month. That business owner can authorize 3 individuals for the company to use the service to be able to talk to the attorneys on behalf of what that company's interests or needs are. Telephone consultation, letters, legal calls or letters, 30 per year, a document review, debt collection, a trial defense, reduced contingency fees. Here, a business owner will spend $89 a month or right at $1,100 a year, or in the traditional model, they can get 4 hours of service from a law firm. What do I mean by that? Well, just take $250 per hour charged by an attorney, and you take that times 4 hours, you get $1,000 worth of advice or worth of counsel from a law firm. All right? So it's either traditional model or a model like ours. So I think, again, you're getting a chance to see why such win-win relationships. We are backed by global leaders in identity theft protection and legal services. Both companies have 40-year track records. Both companies have delivered for years best-of-class service. First class, very strong. We have a member perks program that simply is continuing to be more of a value add to individuals in respect to what we offer. So every member has a one-stop shop to exclusive discounts, and it is, again, free to all members when they get that membership. Our app, I believe that simplicity brings peace of mind. Every one of our members can download an app, and here's our legal shield. They can call their law firm, they can contact member services, or in the event that it's 3 in the morning and they're traveling home from maybe a family event or a family reunion in another part of the country and they get pulled over, if they're detained, questioned, they can simply submit to the law enforcement officer or security detail, hey, I want to talk to my attorney. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, they can be on the phone via the emergency legal access. Same thing on our ID Shield. Call your ID Shield advisor, your ID Shield dashboard, and just see what's going on in respect to any and all of your pertinent information, or emergency access, or even contact member services 24/7, 365 days a year. Our opportunity is unlimited. We have the ability, again, I've said it once, I'll probably say it maybe 1 or 2 more times, to complement the individuals like yourself. Your skill set is unique. Your skill set is different. Your skill set typically represents the passion or purpose that you live by, and we can complement that by going to the consumer market, or we can go to the business solutions channel. Whatever market that best fits you is the plan that we'll put in place. Small business sales, employee benefit sales. We work very close with insurance brokers, P&C, and the life and health folks. We've had a great relationship with these professionals because our product is not only a value add, but it drives a very healthy revenue stream to those brokers and to those agents. We don't detract or deter from their core offering. Again, it's a complement, and it's an answer to what their clients are demanding of them, and better for those brokers to sell than some stranger on the radio. All right, CPAs, financial planners, a host of small business services available and attractive from a value add to many other types of niche markets. You know, so as I mentioned, our interest is to complement the skill set of those that we choose to work with. Few competitors, less than 3% market share, performance-based competition. So let's kind of wrap up with just a couple of little things. The 4 different ways that we can earn income: personal sales, management overrides, residual income, and then bonus and incentives. Let's just take a look real quick at the personal sales side. So we can sell to individuals and families. All right, this is on the consumer side of our business. And here we're going to pay anywhere from 21% to 58% of that annualized premium. So our number one selling plan is $39.90 a month. If you simply take our legal plan for $19.95, that's an umbrella plan that covers the entire family, or the family plan for $19.95 for the ID Shield, it's an umbrella plan for the entire family. Together, that comes to $39.90. That's our number one selling combo plan. Yes, we can sell it as a standalone product, or we can sell it as a combination. Our contracts are month to month. We don't have to lock people in. That's, again, the value of what we offer. People, once empowered, aren't going to get rid of it. That's why our persistency and retention is so strong. So here you market 6 memberships a week. You protect 6 families a week. That's $6,000 a month in income. Market 12 plans, or market to 12 families, protect 12 families a week, earn $14,000 a month in income. What about selling to small businesses? Today, over 47,000 small businesses are protected with our plan. This plan here represents our $89 small business plan, and this is for business owners with 50 employees or less. Market 3 plans a week to a business owner, make $5,000 a month in income, 6 plans a week, and up to $12,000 a month in income, just on the small biz plan. What about our number one selling employee benefit plan? All right, that's $33.90. Employees, when you have over 5 enroll, you get a discount on the service. 34,000 companies are utilizing this with anywhere from 5 employees to 15,000 employees. So 6 sales a week earn $5,000 a month. 12 sales a week earn right at $12,000 a month in income. All right, so that's our employee benefit plan. We have management overrides. We're looking for people that might have the skill set and the interest in helping us increase our distribution points, the ability to expand with your skill set into team building and producing an organization. One of the things I like as we talk about this is it's much like a real estate broker or much like an insurance broker. There's no territorial restrictions. There's no geographic limitations. We can build our business in the United States and 4 provinces in Canada. You know, you field train 5 to sell 10 memberships a month. You've got $7,000 in monthly overrides. That's based on the family plan for $39.90. Train others to market the small business plan. You know, here where I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, there's about 50,000 small businesses here that can utilize this plan. I can either work to market the plan to all of them myself, which I'll probably never do, or I can work to develop a team of agents to help impact the marketplace together. Field train 5 to sell 5 a month, and you've got $6,000 in monthly overrides from simply building that sales and marketing organization. Train others to sell our number one employee benefit plan. Field train 5 to sell 20 a month, and that's $7,500 in monthly overrides for simply working a little smarter, maybe instead of harder. The residual income, again, this speaks to lifestyle. Again, just the idea here is you put 1,000 memberships on the books, that's $60,000 in annual income, residual income. Once that membership goes on the books, you're paid month after month, year after year on your book of business. The beautiful thing is also here is if you choose to develop a sales and marketing team, whether you market the membership or whether you have an organization that markets the membership, you're paid month after month, year after year on that book of business. So very simple to see, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 memberships, whether you do it in 5 years, whether you do it in 10 years. The beautiful thing is the residual component, anywhere from $60,000 a year upwards of $600,000 a year, depending on how much business you write. All right. Bonus and incentives. I love this because our company, whether people are part-time or full-time, are going to, pay us to basically drive one of the finest engineered machines out there, the BMW. So protect 5 members or 5 clients a week. Do that for 12 months, and the company will pay you an additional $500 every single month to drive or purchase or lease a BMW. So $500 extra on top of what they're already paying us. All expense, all inclusive vacations to some amazing properties all across, the country. And so we had 800 people in Jamaica, last year, and it was all inclusive. The company paid for everything, and that's for 2 people. So pretty exciting in that respect. So our performance-based benefits. Let's go ahead and wrap up with a couple of things. Number 1, increase your income. Earn what you're worth. Get paid in direct proportion to the value you bring to the marketplace. Develop equity. Build a book of business that you own. You can sell that business down the road. You can will it to your children. Get paid on the lifetime of a customer. Build residual income and live life on your terms. And save money. Reduce your taxes with all the tax benefits that we have to offer. So look at the career choice. You invest 5 years. All right, so you've got the salary and bonuses of, say, $75,000 a year. You're like, hey, John, I made $75,000 a year. Let's compare apples to apples. Well, I don't know if there is such thing as apple to apples in this respect, but you take a look at Legal Shield and what we do. I get paid $75,000. All right, I put 33 sales a month on the books. I have 1,500 customers. Now I have a passive income of $90,000 a year. In traditional business, you've developed 0 equity and you have 0 passive income. All right, so 1,500 customers, so I'm making $100,000 the next year. All right, and I've got another $90,000 on top of that. Well, look at 10 years out. Maybe you're making $100,000 a year. We know that anytime someone gets to 6 figures in income, the company's next comments are, hey, we own you. If we need you on Saturday, we need you on Saturday. If the kids are playing soccer, there may be a time where you can't go because we need you. In Legal Shield, say you're making $100,000, you're putting 44 sales a month on the books, you have 3,500 customers. So not only on top of the $100,000 that you're making, you've got $210,000 a year in residual income. Again, just trying to paint that picture is the difference between linear thinking, trading time for money, and exponential thinking with a residual component. All right, all of us are 1099 commission reps. Our first year website fee is $249. So what expenses do you have? You have that first year $249 startup. That's really all. Your 13th month, it's $20 a month for that website. That website is going to include everything you can possibly imagine to run your business, from the back office, marketing collateral, training and support. It includes prospecting tools. It includes a learning management system with over 200 career development courses designed by Franklin Covey, with over $10,000 in value for that. And you've got ownership of your book of business. Additional training and support, our field leadership, our associate support center. We're very, very good at what we do. What we don't know are the strengths and interests of the people we choose to work with. Someone is going to profit by filling this market demand. Will it be you? And as we get ready to wrap this up, not only could it be you, but are you ready to make a difference? So our mission: coach and develop leaders, create satisfied customers, and build lifestyles of freedom. This last comment is what I really enjoy as we wrap this up. Most companies recruit you to work for them. We recruit you to work for yourself. The next step is pretty simple. You've just completed step one of really that overview or that interview process by reviewing the career website. If there's a fit, then the next step would, for you in a timely manner, to get back with that person, that sales recruiter that sent you, and let us go ahead and carry that to the next step. So we appreciate your time. We appreciate you visiting with us for a few minutes. We wish you all the success that you allow yourself. Have a great day, and God bless. Bye-bye.